Da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, CocoSports.com proudly presents the Boom Boom Room. And of course, I am the sexiest man on all of Internet Wrestling Radio. That's right, Boom Boom here, shaking the room live from the RVA, talking about Richmond, Virginia. Well, kids, another episode of Lucha Underground is in the books. And of course, I got to ask the question, as I do in each and every show that we do here at CocoSports.com, is what do you give tonight's show? Do you give it a win? Do you give it a loss? Or do you give it a tie? And why? So down here in the comment section below, please tell me what you thought about Lucha Underground. Me personally, I wasn't completely into the show. I don't think it was horrible, but I'm going to just say I'm going to give it a weak tie. It just the show felt a little flat in my opinion. It wasn't horrible. I just would not recommend this to someone. Like, if someone had never seen Lucha Underground before, this would just definitely not be an episode that I would say, hey, you need to check this out to see what Lucha Underground's all about. It just didn't have a lot of high-flying action. The matches were, frankly, a little stale. The crowd wasn't as hot as what they normally are. And that's not to say that it was a horrible episode and, oh, my God, this is, bad. No, it's just, look, it fell flat for one night. Hell, even Shakespeare had a flop. That's the tragedy of King John, for those of you wondering at home. So people are like, what the fuck? Shakespeare had a bad play? Yeah, they don't teach that shit in English lit. Anyway, but let's get on with it here. It starts out with I thought it was going to start out pretty good, because I think anything involving Dario Cueto's office is usually fucking gold, because something good always comes out of there. This time, Chavo Guerrero going to Dario's office, asking for him to fill his final request, and he was going to get a shot at the Lucha Underground Championship against Prince Puma in a no disqualification match, with the added stipulation that if Conan gets involved, period, Prince Puma would lose the title and Chavo would get it, become the new champion. So I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. The first match of the night is Mar Davari versus Tejano. These two have a bit of an issue with each other. It happened in the months ago in I think it was one of the semifinals for the trios in the trios tournament. Tejano thrown into Davari. This Davari took exception and took it to Tejano, and these two have been feuding ever since. Tejano been chasing Davari. Davari acquiring the services of Big Rick. This match, to me, it was just kind of just slow. It just wasn't really exciting with it. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of power moves here. Davari trying the submission holds on Tejano, particularly going after the leg. Davari distracting the referee. Big Rick trying to get in and interfere. Then Davari coming in to pick up the scraps. Again, going after the leg. But Tejano went to the top. Davari missed a Hurricanrana, sending Davari straight to the mat. Tejano hit I think the best part was when Davari reversed a Tejano's powerbomb and gave him a face plant, but it wasn't enough. Big Rick grabbed Tejano's bull rope, wrapped it around his fist. Davari tries to send Tejano into Big Rick. Tejano blocks it, super kicks Big Rick down, goes in, hits Davari with a set-out powerbomb, gets the win, so congratulations. Then we go to a backstage segment with Puma working out and Conan speaking with them. The lights start to flicker, and then you see Katrina saying that if you win tonight, you need to be concerned with Mil Muertes. Then Mil Muertes actually makes an appearance. The lights flicker and they go away. Conan's telling, don't worry, man. It's just head games. Let me tell you something. Katrina and Mil, those boys were fucking busy tonight. They were. They were all over the place. Power flickers, boom, there they are. And it just wasn't one segment. I think they did like 2 or 3 segments tonight, just basically threatening people. What the hell? But Conan talks to somebody backstage in the locker room, saying that, hey, I know you want to get your hand on Chavo. Well, you know what? We're calling in Chavo's debt from Mexico. So you know what? You got the green light. Go ahead and get him. And I was like, okay, get a little extra help here. Next match here is Drago versus Hernandez. Uh, this was about as good as I guess it could be. It was your big man versus little man, David versus Goliath, however you want to put it. Hernandez, showing a lot of disrespect towards Drago. Drago, the scrappy champion, or not champion, but the scrappy underdog, kicking out of a pinfall, squirming out, trying to use his speed to his advantage. Hernandez trying to use his power. Drago, let's see, he had a pretty good flurry of offense. Hernandez also obviously countering with a lot of power moves. They had just one of the weirdest damn things ever. During like a brawl on the outside, he picked up a fan, grabbed his belt, took his belt off. I mean, like, no, dude, you need to watch this segment. I mean, I can't really accurately describe what happens. This guy sitting, just a regular guy just sitting there. Hernandez pulls him up, reaches for his belt on his pants, undoes it, starts pulling it off, and then clocks Drago with it. And then he starts choking. Hernandez starts choking Drago. Referee, he won't do the break, so the referee calls for the disqualification. Drago wins via DQ. Hernandez cuts a heel promo saying dragons aren't real. And, Drago's just a man, and he just got his ass whipped. And you know what? If you don't think I'm tough, you can come out here and I'll whoop your ass too. I don't know about you, but if like a 7-foot Mexican just grabbed my fucking belt right there, I don't know how many times I would shit my pants, because there's really not much you can do. You could probably just hold your breath and hope you pass out. I think that's about the only thing you can do. It was pretty messed up, but I'm hoping this maybe leads to a match to Ultima Lucha. We've only got that's going to be on August 5th, so we've got just slightly over a month from now. That's going to be a special 2-hour event. I'm hoping they have a full list of what matches are going to be, because I think Dave and I would like to do a pay-per-view profits with that, have a little fun. Anyway, going to continue back on to backstage. Chavo getting ready backstage. Katrina, again, she's being busy. She popped up and told Chavo, well, if you beat Puma, well, celebration's going to be cut short because you're going to have to face Mil Muertes. And to which Chavo said, well, I guess I'll see you both at Ultima Lucha. The next match, we go in the ring. Marty the Moth Martinez, which is actually Dave Coco with a beard. He's standing behind Melissa Santos and doing his little arm flap. And he's introduced, and then out his opponent, the AAA Mega Champion Alberto El Patron, comes out. Not much to this match. They tied up. Alberto goes for the arm, does like an arm breaker maneuver, throws his shoulder into the ring, which is the prelude to the cross arm breaker. Martinez quickly taps out. Alberto El Patron gets a hold of the microphone. And cuts a promo on Johnny Mundo. Those two are going to go head-to-head at Ultima Lucha on August the 5th. I'm actually looking forward to that match. These two have really not touched each other since the incident involving Dario Cueto's window, and I think you should kind of keep them apart right now. Well, no, they did go kind of head-to-head during Puma's All Night Long match, but it was just minor interference, so they haven't had a full-scale match. I want to see how this war is going. Then we get to the main event. You have Prince Puma versus Chavo Guerrero Jr. with the Crew. Now, there was one thing, going out about this match that I didn't like, and that was Vampiro's offhanded comment. Goes, well, we got the bad and the ugly, but where's the insane? I've never seen Bale with the Crew in quite some time. Okay, here's what I do and don't like about this. I do like that they acknowledge that Bale is not there. I do like that they acknowledge that, something's not right, and it's kind of good that they don't know, because we all saw like weeks ago one of those controversial endings, and I think I'm going to say not in professional wrestling history, is when the Crew essentially sacrificed Bale to Dario's brother, and they didn't say, they just kind of implied he was killed. With all the blood splattering everywhere, which I guess you could say is maybe going a little too far, but that's a different conversation for a different day. And I'm surprised they didn't get more attention than what it, in fact, it got virtually no attention. I mean, hardcore Lucha Underground fans like Dave and myself, we were talking about, we were waiting on other other news sites to pick it up. We were waiting on other fan posts, and we really did. I mean, I think we've got maybe a blip or two here or there, but that never really popped up. What I don't like about it is it makes the commentators look like idiots, because it's like, do you not watch your own show? I mean, this was shown on TV. I mean, are you not watching the El Rey network? I just kind of don't like that. But then in a way, you kind of have them not need to know, because, well, if they saw that, then why the fuck has anybody called the goddamn cops? I mean, think about it. Dario Cueto's got 2 people locked in his fucking basement. One person has fucking disappeared. We saw blood splatter everywhere. Why haven't, the cops been calling? I mean, Dario's looking at 35 to life. Oh my God, this is fucked up. But anyway, sorry to go off on that little tangent there. I didn't like this match because I don't know if this is what they intended, but they locked up Chavo taking the heel roll and then using the crew coming in to interfere on behalf of Chavo Guerrero. Conan obviously was there, but he obviously can't do anything because he doesn't want to cost Puma the championship. Then there was a spot where it looked like, and I don't know if this is legit or Chavo was just, faking it, and props to him if he did, because he really, really sold it. He grabbed his hamstring. The crew goes in, starts doing the dirty work, starts beating down Puma. Then not Chavo, but Conan goes over the curtain, says, "Yep, come on, come on," and he brings out Tejano again. Tejano starts laying out everybody. This allows Puma to climb the turnbuckle and hit the it's actually a 630 splash onto Chavo Guerrero, gets the 1, 2, 3. Then we cut to the final segment, which is a backstage segment. Chavo obviously nursing his wounds. Then out comes Blue Demon Jr. And then Chavo trying to play some head games with Blue Demon Jr. saying, you know what, they cheered Tejano loud, nowhere near as loud as they cheered you. Maybe it's actually maybe it's Tejano that's Mexico and not you. Blue Demon Jr. took exception to that and threw him around the locker room and picked him up by the throat and said, "No, I am Mexico." And while the show, and that's how the show went off the air, to me, it's not the best episode. It wasn't horrible. Don't get me wrong. Don't be like, "Oh my God, Boom Boom thinks this episode is bad." No, I don't think it was bad. I just don't think it was as good as other episodes that I've seen. I think maybe that main event got cut short, because if that was a legit hamstring injury, maybe they just said, "Oh shit, we got to wrap this up. He's actually hurt. He can't keep going." Maybe this was supposed to be a 10, 15-minute match, and they cut it down to 5 because of that injury. I don't know. Or maybe that was planned out all along. I have no idea. And that's a good, I think it's a sign of a good show. I'm hoping that Chavo Guerrero and Blue Demon Jr. have some kind of showdown at Ultimate Lucha to kind of wrap up their storyline. I'm hoping I get to see what the hell's in the damn basement. I guess that's the point. And I'm hoping to see Black Lotus debut. I'm hoping to see something go on here. I got to just see what's going on. But let me see. Let's take a look here. See if we got any questions. Let me refresh. I'm having trouble with my computer right now. There we go. Got it refreshed. All right, I already got a thumbs up. Wow, well, much love, much love. Well, anyway. Okay, no comments, but anyway, if you have any comments and I don't get to them, I apologize. I'll try to get to them ASAP. Got a lot of work to do here at cocosports.com. Dave is, in a pool right now. He's on a float. He's sipping a pina colada. He's got his sunglasses on. He's getting his tan on. He's just relaxed. I'm just kidding. He's probably teaching or doing something with his kids. His son is actually going to get to be in a television commercial. So much props to Kid Cheese for getting the TV deal. Damn. Me and Dave have been doing this shit for like the better part of a decade. We ain't been on TV yet. His son just does like a little game channel. Boom, he's on TV. What the fuck? Ugh. Kid Cheese already more popular than both Dave and I. Anyway, so that's going to do it for now. We got a lot more reviews coming to you. We got to do a TNA review, bell to bell. We got to do a Ring of Honor review. We got to do a SmackDown review. We've still got to find some time to do the WWE event special out in Japan. We've got to find some time to do that. We got a lot to do, and so you need to lock it down right here. In the meantime, you can visit us at kokosports.com. That's KOCOsports.com. It's your home for all combat sports. That includes boxing, mixed martial arts, pro wrestling, amateur wrestling, sumo wrestling, taekwondo, kickboxing, judo. If you can get your nose broke doing it, we got you covered there on the site. Also, be sure to check out our news and gossip section, which is updated daily, as well as our very popular video on demand section. You can also access the archives of all the wrestling reviews we do here at kokosports.com. It's where the world goes to kick ass. So stay here, like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We will keep these shows coming out, and hopefully we're going to get this new concept going so we can knock everything out at once. But that's a different announcement for a different day. So thanks for joining us, and we'll be back. So again, within the next 24 hours, we hope to have all these reviews knocked out. I'm going to be up all day, all night, trying to get this stuff knocked out. So thank you very much for your patience. I appreciate it, and stay classy, y'all. Do-do-do-do-do. Boo-doo.